Hey there and welcome back to my City Skylines design guide. In this part we will continue improving the grid layout from the previous video, but first, if you landed here and haven't watched it, this would be a good time to pause this video and navigate to the design guide playlist that's linked in the description below. Now that we cleared that out of the way, let me tell you that in this part I'm going to be covering more complex curved roads, one-way streets, avenues, as well as our first connection to the freeway. Alright, let's get started. To begin with, we're going to expand this main road that connects to the middle roundabout and replace it with two one-way roads that will swing back somewhere around here and connect to the main freeway. Remember, this we're working with perfect symmetry, however the freeways are not, so we're going to try to mix it up and see how we can fit organic layouts into perfectly squared grids. Before I begin building roads, let me tell you that I have a mod installed that allows you to change the direction of one-way roads. You can find the link to that mod in the description. I highly encourage you to download it. It will make your life much easier. So I'm going to start by creating one-way roads adjacent to this main road. I'm going to try to use the grid that we have right here just to get my first one-way road and connect it back to the roundabout. In this case, I'm going to try to do the same. The game sometimes might be a little bit finicky, but this road is it's looking the other way, so I'm going to use this tool to reverse the order, like that. Connected to here and to here. And now that we have this two one-way roads, we can delete the middle one, which will give us enough space for a nice tree boulevard with maybe some pedestrian path, but we'll cover that in future videos. For the time being, I'm going to clear part of this main road, like so, and start figuring out how to connect these two one-way roads to the freeway. So now that the two one-way roads reach the outer ring of our current city layout, we need to start laying down some roads that we're going to eventually bulldoze, simply because we want to get some measurements done. So let me begin by stretching this diagonal all the way to the freeway, something like that. We want to connect the freeway to this road. That way we have the intersections the way we need them. We're going to do that, and now we're going to reverse the order of the freeway. And with this as a base, we're going to also create guides here. Let's do 4 segments. 4 segments. I'm probably overdoing it, but for the purposes of this tutorial, or whatever you want to call this, that should be enough. We're going to create... am I not using the right way? Yes, I am. I'm going to create one segment of one-way road. And what I'm going to do next is start with the curve tool. We're going to go 2 segments and then curve back. And we want this line, this guide, to be aligned as much as we can with the road that we're intersecting. So something like this works. Then we're going to need a stretch of straight road. We should probably do the same over here. Just bear in mind that now we have 3 spaces between the two one-way roads, whereas here we have 4. So the curves are not going to align perfectly, but then again, the freeway also has almost 2.5 spaces in between. So it's going to look okay. Just, you have to trust me for now. So we're going to get this curve done as well. So I think it's also 2 spaces. Probably a bit too much. There we go. That's absolutely perfect. And now that we have those 2 curves, we're going to do the same from this side. But from this side, it's going to be much easier, simply because we're going to start somewhere here. There we go. And we can basically do that. All right. And now we have our winding road connected to the freeway. And this is higher capacity, so we can get some nice decorations in between this 2 one-way roads. And we also have part of the layout to continue this grid if we don't want to lose it. Now let me focus your attention to this road that we have here by the freeway. I was thinking of maybe converting this to an avenue like this, just a 4-lane avenue, and use this as a guide to distribute the traffic on the outskirts of the city. So if we do it like this, we can create a rigid layout or city limits for at least for this plot, and we can also convert some of these inner roads to avenues, but we'll talk about that in 1 minute. Now, for the sake of breaking out of the grid a little bit, let me start creating some avenues that won't be 100% symmetric. So I was thinking of upgrading this diagonal, which is one of the main roads that we highlighted with trees in the previous video, and we can also upgrade this one. At this point, we're probably not going to need this bridge, so I'm going to delete it. So now that we have this two converging avenues into the freeway, it wouldn't be into the roundabout. It wouldn't be a bad idea if we have an exit for that amount of traffic, and we can convert this road into an avenue as well that will stretch all the way into this outer avenue. Now, since we have all these avenues and one-way roads merging onto the main roundabout, it wouldn't hurt to actually turn this into a proper wide roundabout that will maybe grab a lot of traffic and distribute it in many ways. So let's just upgrade it to 6 lanes, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6 lanes. 5 lanes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 lanes. There we go. Let's upgrade it to 6 lanes, and this is how it looks. Now, let's stop a little bit with avenues and one-way roads, and let's focus again on just normal layout with roads. I was thinking that just to make this a little bit more interesting and not create extra intersections, we can simply continue this road all the way over here. In fact, we're gonna go one more segment because I want to start working with overpasses. So we're gonna create an overpass like so. And we're gonna bring it back all the way over here up until this point. Perfect. So we have that overpass over there, and what we're gonna do next, and if my calculations are correct, I'm going to stretch this road over here. I'm going to create a curve. We're gonna create it like this. Create another one like this. Now erase this, and now we have a semicircle at the very tip of this road, which used to be the main drag, and that way we're just adding, you know, a little bit more detail to our town. We can also extend this semicircle by creating a grid that is 2 by 2, like so, and hopefully this will match perfectly, almost perfectly, but for the purposes of this video, it's very, very perfect. In fact, we can also delete that. Now, since these semicircles look quite a bit nice, I was thinking of replicating a similar pattern to the other corners of the city. I mean, we can easily copy them and it will look perfect and it will be symmetrical, but it'd probably be too symmetrical. So I have a different idea of something that we can try. So let me go ahead and go up 2 levels, starting from this little corners, and we're gonna connect it like that. And let's see, we can go one more segment up, like so. Connect it back to the main avenue. Erase that. In fact, you know what? Let's create another one up and another one over here, like so. That way we can have a nice curve all the way up. This is how it's going to look like. And let's try the same on the other side. And let's try fixing the inner part of this. We can easily get a nice curve here as well. So we're gonna go pick the curve tool, click again, match the guides, and we have perfect spacing and really nice looking layout that we can start mixing with. we can also connect these two together. And even though that there's spaces here and there, we already can tell that this is a bit more interesting city layout. We can start connecting the loose ends like that. We can even have some roads in between, maybe like that. We can even leave gaps like this as well. We can have big custom parks created here. I'm gonna leave some space for future episodes. Let me try to apply this design to the rest of the map and see we can what we can accomplish. So with a little bit of patience and creativity, you can create pretty much any shape that you want. And as you can see from this layout, the more I keep adding curves and the more I keep breaking the grid and just creating diagonals here and there, we can also do some cleanup. And with that, it's time to put an end to this part. In future videos, I'll be covering other tips and techniques on creating different types of road layouts, freeways, rail network design, zoning, and parks and decoration. But if you enjoyed this one, make sure to check the playlist in the description to see the past and the future parts. And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to be notified of upcoming guides. For news and updates, you should follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/stricttoaster, and also on Twitch, where I usually stream, twitch.tv/stricttoaster. That being said, I want to thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next part. Have a great day.